Hey y'all, we are here for another WLAQ Field Trip. And today, that WLAQ Field Trip has brought us to downtown Rome and to Dogwood Books, where they've got a great selection of books and it's locally owned and operated. Come on in and take a look. Hello there, and in this latest edition of the WLAQ Field Trip, we've taken a field trip to Dogwood Books in downtown Rome. We're here with the bookstore owner, Kenneth Studdard. And Kenneth, I mean, you want to talk about local business, you got one right here. Local business with a lot of local books and other books.
Yes, 19 years and counting.
Awesome.
Love being a part of the community. And one of the great things about a local bookstore is the joy of discovery. Because you come in, you don't know what you're going to find.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, we're heading into the summertime, and there's a little rain in the forecast in the days ahead, so maybe some people are looking for a little reading material. Do you have any summertime reading suggestions?
Lots of them. Where do I begin? You know, one of the biggest things right now is a book called Theo of Golden, written by a guy from Columbus, Georgia, and it's a New York Times bestseller, and it's a great, uplifting story. It'd be an ideal summer read.
Awesome, awesome.
And then I always, as well, point out classics make a good summer read as well because they're classics for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you've got kids, you've got books for the adults, but you've also got a whole bunch of kids' books.
Plenty of books for the kids, and that's the one way to keep them occupied and keep them off the screen.
You know,
by reading good books.
So of all those kids series, I noticed some of the ones, the Hardy Boys, the Nancy Drew mysteries, all that kind of stuff. What would you recommend for kids to read to get off the screen?
And of course, it all matters by the age, but you know, the Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew have been out for over 100 years.
Wow.
And are still in print, have never gone out of print, and they're great stories. And of course, the older kids love Harry Potter, which they read and reread those, and it just amazes me how the Harry Potter series just keeps going. There's only 7 Harry Potter books, but somehow or another, there's a franchise that just keeps going, and it's a great read.
So, as you've established on our morning programs in the past, some used books can be quite valuable.
They can be. And I was thinking when we talked about this, if there's one in particular we could highlight, it would be the oldest book in the store.
Okay.
So this is the second oldest book I've ever had. We had an Aristotle from 1608. This book is from 1694.
Wow.
And it's called Reflections Upon Ancient and Modern Learning by William Wotton, published in London. And the cover's in pretty rough shape, but the text itself is in great shape. It's a beautiful book. And the pages are still just, it's really amazing that it's maintained that long.
Wow. Well, and you got to imagine with a book that's over 300 years old, over
Yes.
330 years old. What's that selling for, Ken?
$300.
Okay.
Not as much as you might think.
Yeah. What's the most expensive book you've ever sold from this store?
A book signed by Martin Luther King, $5,000.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we already established at the beginning of our chat that this is a local business. Why is it important to you to shop local and support local business?
Because you're part of the community. The money stays in the community. It's important to build relationships, and I just think it's why you should shop local.
Awesome. Any parting thoughts you'd like to share with our viewers?
We invite everyone to come out and visit with us. We give you the personal touch. We can recommend books for anybody, any age level, something that would interest them and hopefully develop new readers.
Awesome. So come on out here to Dogwood Books, support a local business, and come visit Dogwood Books, the book lovers bookstore in downtown Rome.
Thank you.
And that wraps it up for this edition of the WLAQ Field Trip to Dogwood Books in downtown Rome. As you can see, we barely scratched the surface of all there is to offer here at Dogwood Books, so you'll just have to come check it out, see for yourself, and pick up some summertime reading material here at Dogwood Books. They're at 231A Broad Street in downtown Rome. Come see them.